the life I saw you living, the discipline I saw you having, that's something I wanted for myself. It was just very eye-opening to see. We actually went on a trip together to the mountains, and no matter what, you stuck to your routine. We fell asleep at 3:30 a.m., 4 a.m. You'd wake up at 5 a.m. You know what I mean? We were up late. I would see that, and that's just like, that was very inspirational to see. And just the stuff that you were doing as well, business-wise, was also very eye-opening, that there's just so much opportunity out there that you can grasp, right? And we kind of come from the same background, and so it is possible to do that, right? And you know, having you as an example, I just said, why not? My name's Cesar. I've been in the industry for a year now. I'm 23 years old. I like, in my free time, I like playing video games. I like hanging out with my friends and hanging out with my family, and sometimes, you know, going to work out. Before real estate, I was working at Ocean Prime as a server assistant. So just kind of helping out the servers in whichever way they needed help. Everything took a turn during COVID because I was going to school. I was like going to school full time working at Ocean Prime, and I just didn't have a sense of direction. And then so literally on that trip that I mentioned, like I kind of got a little spark, a little something happened where I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. I've always tried to do stuff myself. Like I was trying to resell stuff or work for myself. So this is kind of in that area as well. I did think of joining real estate before that trip, and I just wasn't sure in what direction to take, what I had to do, where to get my license, where to apply for anything, right? And then that trip happened, and I saw like the life you were living, right? The discipline you had. And so we kind of talked about it, and then I remember we had a phone call like a week later, and you told me where to go to school, you know, how to get my license, the steps I needed to take to get that license. And then, you know, I kind of went from there under your guidance. I entered this industry as a goldfish and I had never in my life been used to being this small fish in this group setting, right? I thought what I was doing was enough in my life. And then I enter here and I see, you know, all these heavy hitters, they're making this amount of money, they know all of this knowledge that I have no idea about, and I just like start losing the sense of reality for what it is for me, for what it was for me. And you helped, like honestly, you did help me discover, and you've given me breakthroughs and in who I am, and you've taught me, like kind of guiding me into this person I am becoming. So joining the team was a switch. There was, you know, you have systems, you have mottos, you have expectations, and it wasn't what I expected, but I'm glad that they're there because you're doing something right? You handled things right, and it's important for me to learn those to be successful in this business, because you have to treat it like a business or else you won't be successful, right? And so all these systems and models and implications you have, they're there for a reason. So my vision going forward has definitely gone bigger and bigger with the more I work here, with the more I'm on the team. I'm able to see the things that are achievable, things that I didn't think were achievable this last year, I've achieved. And so you're able to dream big, and it's because you're with people, right? Because you're with people with more knowledge, you're with people that are willing to help you and are willing to show you the way. Like you can dream bigger, right? And you'll achieve those. The team will help you set a plan in place and how to execute that plan. And without those two things, the dreams just stay dreams. Biggest lesson I've learned is to give yourself grace. You have to realize how far you've come in the last year. You know, I did things this year that I never thought I would be doing, and I didn't think were achievable. And number two is that you also have to keep pushing. Just because I hit those goals doesn't mean I could stop there, right? And sometimes it's hard to see, but then that's when the people around you come into play, because that's when the people around you come into play, because they're able to give you the goals and they are able to give you a plan to hit it, and you just got to take that and go in the direction you're supposed to. If you would like more information on the Elevate Ave team or Keller Williams, please don't be afraid to reach out to me or anyone on the team.